back. I have a review for you today of the Revealed 2 palette from Coastal Scents. Several of you had asked me to do a review of this, so I'm finally getting around to it. I've had a lot of chance to play around with it and find out, what my real thoughts were. So this is what the palette looks like. It is from Coastal Scents. If you order it on the Coastal Scents website, it is $20, $19.95. And it does say on the website that is 50% off sale, but I haven't actually seen it at full price yet. I ordered mine from Birchbox and it was $34, I think, but it also came with 3 Coastal Scents brushes. And I'll show you those brushes a little bit later. I thought that was a really good deal. I have a couple of Coastal Scents brushes that I really like. They're very affordable and they really are very good. Okay, so the first thing that I absolutely love about this Revealed 2 palette is how thin it is. Just to give you sort of an idea, this is the Urban Decay Ammo palette and they are about the same thickness. So it is on par with that. Size-wise, this is one of the Kat Von D Butterfly Collection palettes, and it is pretty close to the size of that, but obviously much, much thinner. So this is a very, very slim palette. When you open it up, there's a magnetized closure which works really, really well. You have 20 eyeshadows on the inside and there is no mirror, so that's one of the reasons why this is so slim and why it is so light. But you do have 20 different shadows in here. From what I have seen online from other reviews that I have watched, this top line right here is really similar to the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and this line is really similar to the Urban Decay Naked palette. I do not have either of those palettes, so I cannot do a side-by-side comparison for you, but there have been quite a lot of other people that have done reviews of them. One of the people that comes to mind right off the bat is Coffee Break with Danny. She's a great person to watch if you want to see those swatched side by side. But what I really love about this is that there is a super wide variety of colors. So you can really do just a whole lot of looks with this one palette. You have light shades, you have dark shades, you have shimmers, you have satins, you have mattes. The only real complaint that I have about this palette is that some of the shimmerier shades do have a lot of fallout, and you can kind of see, since I've been using this, like this one right here over here on the end has a lot of fallout, and then this one right here has quite a bit of fallout, and this one right here has quite a bit of fallout. But these colors are beautiful. They're highly pigmented. Let me just take you through the colors that are on here. On the top row, you have a very nice white color that's really great for highlighting, and then another very soft pink color which is also good for highlighting or doing inner corners. And then you have this sort of peachy pink that has some shimmer to it, and then a pink that has a whole lot of shimmer. That was one of the ones that does have a lot of fallout. And then a very rosy satin pink. Then you have a very matte pinkish brown. You have this shimmery gold, a shimmery purplish pink, a shimmery bronzy pink, and then a shimmery bronze. And that's just in the top row. I will post on the blog photos of this top row and photos of the Urban Decay Naked 3. Like I said, I don't have the Naked 3 to put them side by side here, but I will put a stock photo of that plus a photo of this next to each other on the blog, and I will link to that blog post below. This top row, these colors are beautiful. They're all in the pink family. They work really well together. But the thing that I like about this palette is you don't have to just do like top row and bottom row. you know, the top row doesn't just go together, the bottom row doesn't just go together. Pretty much everything on the top row looks really good together, but then you also have these kind of like quads, or you could do all different kinds of duos. I mean, there's just so many possibilities with this. I look at it and I just see possibilities. On the bottom row, you get into darker shades, deeper tones, definitely more jewel tones than rose tones, but they are still in the cool color family. You have a matte, which is a purpley taupe. You have a shimmery version kind of that color that's a little bit lighter. You have a matte, kind of a burgundy color. Again, these have great pigmentation. You have a satin shimmery finish of a taupe that has a little bit of burgundy in it, and then a much more definitely shimmery version of that color. Then you have this really pretty satin purple, a matte deep burgundy that is just so pigmented. You have a standard sort of taupe brown that is fantastic for using for a transition shade. You have a glittery purpley pink color, and then this very, very dark brown, almost black color. So you can do really a ton of looks with this palette, and for $20, I think that it is a great value. All of the colors are creamy. There is some fallout, but you're gonna expect that with any highly pigmented, creamy shadows. So, you know, I would just recommend, like I do with almost all of my high-end shadows, put your eye makeup on first and then do the rest of your face, because it will save you a lot of strife. I think that this is really on par with a lot of my high-end. A lot of the textures do remind me of Urban Decay. There's some that are drier than others, that are a little bit more difficult to blend, but and those are really those darker shades, that darkest burgundy and that almost black. But on the whole, these colors are super great, and if you're looking for a great alternative to the Naked palettes, I would definitely pick this up. Now for the brushes that I got that came with it, if you decide to purchase from Birchbox, they're all Coastal Scents, and they're all this sort of natural wood, and the finial is just like a oil rubbed bronze color. This one, obviously I've been using all of them, but this one is a nice flat brush. It is very soft, and this is really great for packing shadow onto the lids. This would also be great for putting on a highlight color, or even for blending, like if you're gonna do kind of a cut crease, blending that up after you put that really sharp line on. That would be a good one. And then there is this dome-shaped top brush here, which I have an e.l.f. one that is really similar, but this is really great for crease work. Again, it's really great for corner work. I've been using this for all sorts of things. And then the last one is this sort of small, flat, angled brush. It kind of reminds me of like a mini kabuki brush that has that angle. This is really great for doing that outer corner. I've also actually thought about washing this up and trying it as like a concealer, rubbing in my concealer, because it just kind of has that same consistency that I like for my foundation brushes. So these were a really great addition, and like I said, I think that was, it was $32 or $34. I think it might have been $32. I will look that up for sure and put that in the description box below if you wanted to order from Birchbox, as well as a link to Birchbox and a link to the Coastal Scents website. So $20 on the Coastal Scents website, or if you order from Birchbox, you get this plus the 3 brushes, and I really am enjoying these brushes. Overall, this is a fantastic palette. I think that it is a great addition to your collection. Is it an absolute must-have? It really depends on what you already have in your collection. If you already have a lot of neutral palettes, then you probably don't already need it. If you already have a lot of high-end palettes. If you're new to makeup, and you really don't have a lot of high-end palettes and you want to start to move into more of those creamier eyeshadows, the prettier, more pigmented eyeshadows, this is a great transition palette to get. And if you are a makeup collector, it is absolutely a must-have. I give this really an A+. It is really fantastic. I love it. And I'm so glad that I purchased this. I hope that you found this review helpful. If you would like to see any tutorials from this look, it is what I am wearing today. If you would like to see any tutorials from this look, then just leave me a comment and let me know, or give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these great reviews. And if there's anything that you would like for me to do a review for you or a tutorial on for products that I have or that you've seen and you just want to know more about before you decide to purchase, leave me a comment, let me know, and I will be happy to do that for you. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!